Was an attack that many Kenyans said they expected because of the target. The Westgate Mall in the Kenyan capital is owned by Israelis. It is a shopping mecca for Nairobi's wealthy and for foreigners. That mixture of shoppers made it an inviting target for Islamic militants. When they struck, they came from neighboring Somalia. The September 21st massacre has so far claimed the lives of at least 67 people, including 18 foreign nationals. The Kenya Red Cross says more than 36 people are still missing. CCTV's Lignan has the story.
An ordinary shopping trip on a typically bright Nairobi morning suddenly turned into unimaginable horror. Just before noon, two groups of gunmen dressed in black turned the upscale Westgate Mall into a combat zone, throwing grenades and firing automatic weapons at children.
They were randomly shooting at everyone. They were very inhuman. They were heartless people.
The gunmen went from one shop to another asking questions about Islam. Eyewitnesses say people who answered correctly were spared. Those who didn't were shot. Other survivors say the attackers just fired indiscriminately.
They were carrying these enormous guns. And to me at the time, it looked kind of comical because they were so big.
Later that afternoon, the militants who claimed responsibility for the attack published tweet after tweet defending the slaughter and taunting the Kenyan military. Security analysts said this was a trademark of the Somalia's al-Shabaab militants who have used social media before to glorify their attempt to assassinate the Somali president. After 4 days of sporadic gunfights, fires that consumed parts of the bullet-riddled complex, and explosions that collapsed some of the floors, at least 5 al-Shabaab members were dead. Another 11 suspects were taken into custody. The Kenyan Red Cross says 39 people remain missing, which means the death toll could rise as security workers search the rubble.
Our attackers wish to destroy the essential character of our society. They failed.
Al-Shabaab had threatened retaliation against Kenya for sending troops to help the Somali government crack down against the group's occupation of the Somali capital. Al-Shabaab, which means the youth in Arabic, was once a faction of young militants fighting with a coalition of Islamist forces in parts of Somalia. Over the past 5 years, more than 1,000 foreign fighters, including some Americans, are believed to have streamed into its ranks. Al-Shabaab's senior leadership is affiliated with Al-Qaeda and is believed to have trained and fought in Afghanistan. Lignan, CCTV.